everyone? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Screaming Chewy Show. And I'd like to welcome special guest, actor, rock singer, songwriter, Kurt Deimer. How you doing, Kurt?
What's up, Screaming Chewy? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. And
Good.
you're kind of the jack of all trades here, bro. Very talented.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I'm got back into all this about 2017, and it just keeps progressing. And here we are today, man. And thank you for helping spread the word about what I'm working on and everything that I'm involved in. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I really love your song Hero, man. I love it. The lyrics, they kind of cut deep, man. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we play that pretty much every show, and I just want people to know and fans to know what Kurt Deimer is all about. Is I'm about that I couldn't do what I do without the heroes in the world, without the people that sacrificed their lives, without the veterans, um, and those in the armed forces, first responders. We couldn't do what we do without them all. So we need to quit taking that for granted and honor them. And that's what I intended to do when I wrote the song Hero. So I'm glad you dig it, man.
Yeah, I love the lyrics as well, bro. Like when you said good or bad, we all have potential. I'm like, damn, that's deep right there.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you could leave the house tomorrow to go grab some groceries, and somebody could be in distress, and all of a sudden you could be a hero in that instant. And we all need to have that mentality. Or you go out and you get a nice meal, and single moms, they're working, trying to provide great service. She does, give her a good tip. I mean, you can be a hero in many different ways, and I just want people to open their minds and recognize that.
I love that. How you're talking about having that mentality. Because I've seen so many videos of people being attacked in public or crazy stuff happening, and all everybody does is just pull out their phones. You know what I mean? Like take action.
Oh, I know. They want to be the next, have the next viral video post, instead
Mhm.
of maybe helping that person. It could be a matter of life and death. And first responders get there as quick as they can, but if they can't, put your phone down. You don't need the picture, you don't need the attention. Lend a helping hand, like I say in the song, and be a hero and save a life and make a difference in the world. Everybody needs to quit thinking of just themselves and think about of each other, and the world would be a much better place. So
I love that. And you've been working on a lot of music. You also been in a lot of movies as well.
yeah, I was in 2017's Trading Paint with John Travolta. That's how I got my break. They picked me. Yeah, I went down to do a cameo for my oil brand Starfire, and they offered me a speaking role, and that spawned, kind of spawned into Halloween 2018. So I got killed by Michael Myers in that, which was crazy, and made all these prosthetic magazines and all that for the kill that I was or had, on all the makeup that and prosthetics that they put on me. And that led me to want to shoot my own horror franchise, or launch it, if you will. And that's Hellbilly Hollow, which will be hopefully coming out in 2024. And then this March, I was out in LA shooting Scared to Death with Bill Moseley, a good friend now of mine from The Devil's Rejects and all the Rob Zombie movies and
Love
many
those
more.
movies.
And then Lynn Shay from the Insidious franchise, and Something About Mary and Kingpin. And she's just wonderful actress, just funny, so funny, and such a beautiful person. And I star alongside them in Scared to Death and play a new iconic horror character called the Grog. So that's coming to a theater near you soon. And when I'm not doing that, I'm touring in my rock band, Kurt Deimer, and rocking out all over the U.S. and just getting people to hear our music, because that's the hardest thing, is to get ears on it so we can tour the world and play for fans all over. And that's all I want to do, is tour, play for the fans all over the world, and shoot killer movies. So,
Love it. And your music is very inspiring, what by the way.
oh, well, thank you. I write all my lyrics are from my brain and my life experiences. I've been kicked around my whole life, and I've always gotten back up and accomplished my goals. And I try to share that strength with people in my messaging. I try to share people common sense stuff. Just be kind. I'm big about peace, kindness, and just being decent human beings to each other, because this world is falling apart. And if we don't do something about it, it's just it's gonna fade away. I mean, we're gonna fade into oblivion, like I
Mhm.
even say in what you're saying. And it's therapy for me to share that with everybody. And hopefully every night I'm touching, even if it's one person, to make a difference in their life, then I've done my job. So
Yeah, man. And what's crazy is you look like such an intimidating guy, man, but you have such a big heart.
yeah, yeah, I know everybody always says I look like a one percenter.
Yeah.
That people think I'm in a bike gang and all that. But I can't. I would love to ride a bike, but I'm just afraid of everybody texting around me on the roads and running me down. So then I couldn't do what I do. But yeah, I'm me. I'm who I am. I'm the same guy you would have known in high school. I like to just be who I am and share my big heart with everybody. But it's funny you say that, because I can go out after I've been done working on the set or playing a show, and I pretty much can go sit anywhere I want and have a drink, and people really don't bother me. So,
They're like, don't want to piss this guy off.
well, yeah, but if you just talk to me, I mean, the fans all know. I go out after every show. I'm signing my card for everybody, signing anything they want. I'm all about the people. I don't go hide in the corner. I'm talking about when the show's done and the fans are all gone, and I got a couple more hours till bus call. I like to go out and see what the community's like, and still interact with people. But it is sometimes, it's just I can't have that peace if I decide I want to shut it off.
Mhm. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
And can you talk about your movie that's coming out next year?
Yeah, Hellbilly Hollow is a franchise that I started with Kevin Wayne, who's another fellow actor. He had the idea for Hellbilly Hollow. We came up with all the kills and the scenes and how crazy him and I were going to be. He plays my brother Tickles, and I play a character called Bull. And I'm just a crazy psychopath. And my brother doesn't even talk, but he can communicate with me. And we actually filmed it at Hellbilly Hollow in Vincent, Alabama. So
Nice.
it's kind of the introduction to the horror duo of Bull and Tickles. And Hellbilly Hollow 2, which we've already written, will take you back to kind of our roots. So it's kind of like the original Halloween, introducing you to, Michael Myers and Jamie Lee Curtis, that because I was in that movie, the official reboot of
I
John
love that movie
Carpenter.
too, by the way.
Yeah, so it's really cool, man. It'll make you laugh, scream, jump. It's got features probably 7 or 8 Kurt Deimer songs in the movie, and I'm I think it's going to come out after Scared to Death, because people are starting to know who I am, but they'll know who I am more when the movie with Bill Moseley and Lynn Shay come out, and the Grog. So Scared to Death, it's about, without giving too much away, it's about a seance that was set up to kind of just do a practice run of what a seance would be like for a movie that this film crew was going to shoot called Dead House, which was going to star this iconic horror character called the Grog, which is what I play. And it goes to hell from there. So I'll leave it at that. But
Nice.
it should be in a theater near you soon. It's just a matter of with who.
And how was it working with Bill? I mean, I love Rob Zombie movies, and I always been a big fan of him.
Oh, Bill's amazing. He before we even became friends or were in this movie together, Devil's Rejects, my favorite horror movie, and the
Yes.
way he played the character in Devil's Rejects was kind of how I modeled my craziness. I don't look like him or talk like him when I play Bull, but his mannerisms were a lot of what influenced me to play the character Bull the way I did. but Bill, he's a great guy, man. He is, we're good friends now. We keep in touch. In fact, we just had dinner Sunday night at Boa out in LA for his birthday. So just did that, and Lynn came out and the director. We had a nice time, a very nice dinner, catching up because we had shot the movie back in March. So two beautiful people and good friends now, and more to come, I'm sure, in the future between the three of us.
Man, you are so lucky to work with them. And man,
Very blessed, yes.
like
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. And I'm very blessed just to even now have them as friends, whether I was in the movie with them or not, because they're
mhm.
just good, genuine people, and just very kind, and we're all creatives, and we all like spending time together. So
I love that. And it seems like you all inspire each other as well.
yeah, yeah, and they didn't know. I mean, they took a chance on me. Don't have 100 movies under my belt like they do, and all that. They didn't know who Kurt Deimer was, and when we left the shoot, I think they came away knowing what Kurt Deimer is and what he can do and how he acts and how he's genuine, and they, without them, you know, allowing me to star in this movie with them, they probably just launched the next 30 years of my acting career by being that kind. And it's hard to find people like that. Some
Yes.
people would just say, I don't know, to play a main character, the Grog, who is Kurt Deimer? We want a name. We want this name. It's like everybody needs a one break. And I'm sure they got theirs, and they helped me get mine. And I can't wait for everybody to see the movie. So,
Oh man. And
yeah.
that's amazing that you star in these movies and now you're making your own. Like that's goals. And besides making your other passion, music,
Yeah, exactly. I've only been touring for 2 years now. We're growing now like crazy. People are starting to recognize and hear our music. We just finished a run with Skid Row and Buck Cherry and got so many new fans.
Wow.
Then we went with Mushroom Head over October.
Oh
Got
hell
more
yeah.
new fans from that genre. And we've already got Tesla dates that are going to be announced in January. So you heard it here first.
Kicking ass.
Yeah, it's just us and Tesla too. So it's going
And
to be really cool.
so how was it making your first horror movie? Was that challenging or it came pretty easy for you?
No, it was very challenging because I was very green. The acting was not challenging because I created the character. I ad lib a lot. I That was not the challenge. The challenge was getting it in the can, getting it filmed, and making sure everybody around me was doing their jobs correctly as a producer. And that was the big, because I didn't know. I wouldn't have known if this was right or that was. So it was kind of my, get your teeth, you know, cut your teeth with that film. And it's taken a few years now to get it ready and post it and all that. And I made mistakes, and I probably went over budget too much because of those mistakes. But like I told you, you can kick me to the curb and I will get back up. You can kick me again, I will get back up. You can kick me again, I'll get back up, and I will kick your ass, and I will finish this film. And that's what I did with Hellbilly Hollow. So
Hell yeah, man. And that's how you learn, you're gonna make mistakes. It's gonna
yeah,
happen that but the important part
you
is you
can't get anywhere in life without making mistakes, taking risks, and knowing that things may go awry, and you just got to keep moving forward and not give up. Too many people give up as soon as
yes.
there's one sign of trouble. So
I love that. And man, that still trips me out that character is inspired by Bill Moseley, in Devil's
yeah,
Rejects. I
now
still
you'll see it. Oh, sorry about that. My alarm keeps going off.
it's like, hey, wake up. You're like, I'm awake.
I'm
um,
awake.
and in Devil's Rejects, when he says you're looking for the boogeyman, well, you found him. I'm like, oh fuck.
I know. And I know I'm friends with Lou Temple too, who's in that movie, and we had shot a little project together a few years ago. I love it when he kills Lou and then cuts his face off and then puts his face.
Oh, that was fucked up, man. That was
I know,
crazy.
I know, that was crazy shit, man.
And Hillbilly Hollow, is that like a urban legend, or did you make that up?
No, Hellbilly Hollow is an actual haunted attraction in Vincent, Alabama. So everything was there. Kevin and I lived in trailers right behind the main building. We immersed ourselves into Hellbilly Hollow, and it introduces you to our characters, how fucked up we are, and an actual haunted attraction that really exists.
Oh,
That's where we ended up to run it. I own it and ran it. I don't own it literally, but that's where we're living at the time when you first meet us, kind of like when you first meet the original cast of Halloween back in the day. So it establishes our characters, and then next we'll take you on the whole journey through the next, however many films the fans want us to make of
I
Bull and
see.
Tickles, you know. So
I see. So this is like an introduction of their story, right?
yeah, yeah, it's 90 minutes of fucked upness that'll make you laugh, cry. You'll be tripping like, how the fuck do these people think of doing this shit? And this bull is a crazy motherfucker, and Tickles is Tickles. So you'll see, man. It's without giving too much away.
I can't wait. And it sounds like you have the same sense of humor as me, a little fucked up, but I love
Oh yeah, I'm a calm, chill dude, but man, but when I get on stage, I don't stop. The fans are there to see a rock show. I go crazy. And when I'm in a movie, I just take on what I'm feeling that character needs to be like. And Bull, that's what I did. And then the Grog and Scared to Death, the director said the Grog is Kurt Deimer. So wants you to be Kurt Deimer. But then, like Bill even said, Kurt is such a great straight man. So I just got to be myself and create this iconic horror character, the Grog, which will be really cool for people to see. So.
can't wait to see those, the Grog and Hillbilly Hollow next
Yeah,
year.
Grog and Bull, the two horror characters, coming to a horror convention near you soon.
Oh man. Man,
So,
you just don't stop.
and then
And
we'll put a rock show on in that town at the same time.
oh my God.
Yeah, why not? We'll be there.
Yeah, yeah. Get the
So,
whole you get the whole package.
get the whole package. You want me to be at your horror convention? Then I'll play a show there too, or whatever, or at a venue nearby.
I
So,
love that. And any new music coming out? Anything you're working on there?
yeah, we've got our new double debut album coming out. Working on finishing that right now while we're off tour. That should be done here soon and be ready to be sold at our merch booth starting in January and online at Kurt Deimer, DEIMER.com. So we got that. I just released my latest single, Doom, on August 11th. If you haven't checked it out, it's badass. It's featured in the movie Hellbilly Hollow on the final scene. So you get to hear that. I just wrote another song called Scared to Death for the movie Scared to Death, which is wicked as shit. That'll be on the debut album coming out, plus the any other forms that we decide to do. I'm working on another cover, like Have a Cigar, another classic, but I can't really say anything about that yet. And the double album will have about 14 to 15 songs, some that you've heard, and then a bunch of new ones. So I can't wait to get that out in front of people. And hopefully everybody will spread the word, buy the vinyl, and call the radio stations, and we can blow this thing up.
Yeah, you hear that, everyone? Let's do this. I mean,
Just follow Kurt Deimer, KurtDeimer, anywhere. Instagram, Twitter, or what's it called, X now, YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, KurtDeimer.com. Facebook, join the fam club on Facebook, all under Kurt Deimer, KurtDeimer. Without you guys spreading the word, it just will take me longer to headline and then put on these crazy theatrical rock and roll shows for you when I have room to do whatever the hell I want to do.
yes, man. And you have a lot of passion for what you do, and it shows in your work. And I think it's amazing.
Well, thank you very much, man.
And
I
yeah, man. I'm excited for all of this, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'd like to thank you very much for coming on the show, man.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Without folks like yourself, nobody will know who Kurt Deimer is. And with your support and sharing it with your fans and tagging us all over, it's really helping us. And we're growing at a rapid pace. Like I said, I've only been back in the music 2 years now, touring, and we're on to big, big things. So with folks
Kicking ass.
like you having my back and wanting to talk to me and share my story, I really appreciate you more than you know.
Hey, man, I love that you inspire people, and I love what you do, and we're all coming up together, you know?
That's right. We all got to come together as one to save humanity, man, because right now it's a shitstorm.
Yeah. It's a fucked up world, and, I appreciate people like you that like to inspire people and see the good in the world and help. I think that makes a big difference.
There's still good. There's still good everywhere. There's just a big dark blanket over it right now, and we need to pull that blanket off of the goodness of humanity and bring back the light.
I love it. I love it, man.
Yeah.
And keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you having me, man.
All right, man. You have a good one.
I'll be back. Keep in
Oh, yeah.
touch.